100 of the greatest science fiction movies, according to me, your host, Seed. We're talking about it, man. We're just talking about what I think are the best 100 science fiction movies. I'm putting out one a day for the first 100 days just to get the love of movies flowing through your veins, just to talk about one of the best genres there is out there. If you'll recall, yesterday we talked about number 71 on this list, Time Lapse. Very low key. I'm very interested in the comments section on this one because I think it's going to be a lot of, yeah, I saw that movie. I thought it was all right. And there's probably going to be a couple of, I have no idea what the fuck this is. And I'm interested to see how this shakedown is. I really think if you put more famous actors and actresses in that movie, Time Lapse could have been something, man. It could have been something. I think it's very, very adequately directed and with better. I'm not digging the actors and actresses in that movie. They did a fine job, but you put it really in the hands of someone who can chew it up, man. You got something on your hands, man. Go back and check out Time Lapse if you haven't. But today we're talking about number 70 on that list, baby. Under the Skin. Directed by Jonathan Glazer. The name sounds familiar to me. Didn't take time to look up why, but I know he's been involved in other things. Under the Skin, man, a seductive alien prowls the streets of Glasgow in the search of prey, unsuspecting men who fall under her spell. I gotta feed. Boy, this is gonna be a quicker podcast. I don't know what to say about this movie, but from a technical standpoint, I think this movie is brilliant, man. The pacing, the cinematography, the slow reveal of just what the fuck is going on in this joint. It's all just chef's kiss to me. It's minimalist as all hell. I think ScarJo is operating at a different level in this movie. You know, of all the main Avengers, I think, who managed to find success outside of the MCU, ScarJo is your standout, man. I mean, she's the highest paid actress for a reason, not because of being Black Widow, although that certainly helps, but because she can pull off stuff like this too as well. Under the Skin, man, it's creepy as shit. It's haunting. It's beautiful. I like the experimental nature of it. This is the only movie, as far as I can think of, this is the only movie I know where we see one of the most attractive actresses working today completely naked, titties out. And somehow the director, Jonathan Glazer, found a way to remove all sexuality or desire from it for us, the viewer, right? Because from the victim standpoint in the movie, yeah, that's the lure, is her seductiveness. But for us, the audience, we don't get that. And I find that fascinating. And it's just all through the creepy, unsettling tone that's set throughout this movie, man. 108 minutes of ScarJo just gobbling up dudes. Nah, that's only like the first like half of it, maybe. And the second half kind of shifts to something else afterwards. This isn't a rewatchable flick, but it's one worth visiting if you haven't checked it out before. Or maybe it's one that's worth visiting if you haven't checked it out in some years. It's one of those, like, I got to be in the mood to watch Under the Skin. And that mood hits me very rarely. But, you know, it's one of those, I think Under the Skin is an A24 joint. So, you know, it's one of them, you know, the kind of shit that A24 puts out. This fits right in the bill for A24. It's ScarJo operating at a different level. That's really all I can say about it. It's creepy, it's weird, and it's fascinating to watch, man. That's it. That's all I got to say for this bad boy, man. 72 on this list, Under the Skin. Give this movie a chance if you haven't, not just because you see an attractive woman get naked, which she never does. I don't think she's done it since. That's not the pull of this movie. It's what's happening underneath all that. Some could say under the skin. So go ahead and check this out. We will be back in 24 of the hours to talk more great sci-fi movies. Until then, you all take it easy and have a good one.